when you're playing in the same conference, the rivalry is real. These teams in particular have bumped heads for years.
Well, rivalries are built when something is at stake. And when you look at the entire history of this matchup, the peaks and valleys for each club, there's a little bit of distaste, which always makes for interesting viewing.
And now the Indiana Pacers starters. 3 on the clock. Stevenson, the pass to Hill. Off the mark there with a 3. Here's Smith. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Well, you can tell that guy knows how to create separation and get a shot off. JR, so good at that.
George outside. Pass to Hibbert. Now here's Hill. Deflected. And he gets it back. For 3, George. Here's Hibbert. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
That free throw no good.
Guys, you think about the Indiana Pacers, a team that has had several coaching changes of late, and obviously that kind of inconsistency has no doubt played a part in their recent struggles.
Here's Kidd. Pass to Chandler. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
Well, huge wingspan, even for that center position. Chandler can throw it down from really anywhere within a few feet of the rim.
Now here's Stevenson. Here's Granger. George outside. Here's Hibbert. That shot is off. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. 3 on 3. Here's Stevenson. Sends it home from three-point land.
And I've always appreciated the unselfish nature of George Hill. He always has his eyes surveying the floor.
Three-pointer, Anthony. The next rebound. George with the block. Pass to Hibbert. Now Stevenson. George for 3. Not going to go that time.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
A nice shot by Chandler.
Now, there's the king of the putbacks, right? Chandler devastating on the offensive glass.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. Over the last couple of seasons, Doris, the Knicks have played great defense.
Well, look no further, BA, than their head coach. Obviously, Tom Thibodeau built his reputation on the defensive end of the floor. It begins with attitude. It means playing on a string, being committed to each other. Everyone will play defense at all times, no possessions off.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Outside, Hill. Up top, George. Hibbert. And there's the rejection.
One of the great rim protectors really over the last decade or so. Chandler just twice on the pipes on that one.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
He was all alone on that one. Stevenson's got 6.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Here's Kidd. Check by Hill. Pass to Smith from the arc. And he stays with it. Anthony outside. Second chance shot. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
First personal foul.
You know, that's part of any great scorer's arsenal. The ability to create contact and get to the line.
Anthony. At the line, 2 shots.
He's off on the first. And he sinks the second. Indiana has gone 2 of 5 from deep. Pass to George. Here's Hibbert. Outside Stevenson. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Now here's Anthony. Uncovered. Granger grabs the miss.
With the defense absent, that was a great opportunity, but no go.
Outside, Hill. George against Anthony. 5 to shoot. Here's Stevenson. And again, it's Indiana with a 3.
As good a scorer as he is, we know that Paul George is not a ball stopper. Excellent decision right there.
Here's Smith.
David West. First personal foul. Third team foul. Substitution for the Pacers.
Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. George for 3. The rebound by Chandler. New York has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Out to the wing. Over to the left wing. Oh, Green with a block. Outside Augustine. Pass to Taylor. Shot clock at 6. From deep three-point range. The Knicks with the rebound. Anthony outside. Inside. Got a piece of it. Out of bounds. Knicks ball as New York keeps possession. It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
Yeah, obviously he had the shot well anticipated, able to shut it down with authority.
And there's 1:38 left in the first. And again, the Knicks missing.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
West. Outside for Green. Off target with the 3. New York trailing. Over to the wing. Here's Kidd. Green with the defensive effort.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
And now the Knicks on the break. Smith with it. Green picks him up. They grab their own miss.
You know, you have to like the activity from your superstar. Anthony staying involved even off the basketball.
Outside Augustine. Pass to Green. Back to Augustine. And that one's good. And Green with the assist.
Getting the ball inside, usually a pretty good recipe.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Low resistance to the finish line.
And I love the way he played downhill on that drive. Love the attack mentality in a close game.
And here's Anthony. Buries it down low. Anthony's got 5 now.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Pass to West. Now here's Augustine. Back to George. Just 5 to shoot. Green with the ball. There's the 3. Well, good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Knicks out in front, up 1. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the second quarter.
That's a big round of applause for your Knicks.
And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. All right, guys, what's your take on the Knicks so far?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions. Well, put all that size to good use strip it off the backboard.
And for Indiana,
Knicks foul. Steve Novak. First personal foul. First team foul.
here's West. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. 6 on the shot clock. Cranked it in off the glass.
David West.
And the Pacers lead by 1. And the lead just keeps changing hands.
5 times already, and we still haven't gotten out of the first half.
And for New York,
First personal foul.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
and here's the fast break. Out of bounds. It'll be Pacers ball.
Indiana
That's
ball.
miscommunication, and we rarely see that happen.
And we played through the first minute here in the second. Hill, the pass to Stevenson. Here's Granger. Back to Stevenson. Pass to Granger. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
3 seconds. New York ball.
And it's the Knicks with the ball. They trail by 1. Here's Novak. 3-pointer. That one no good. Now here's Hill. He's guarded closely. Count that bucket. Hill's got his first bucket in this one.
But George Hill mixes speed so well, so good at getting into the paint, finishing at the rim.
Going all in. That was the 2K drive. Well worth a second look.
Yeah, taking the onus on himself to make something happen. Got it into the teeth of the defense and made them pay.
Shot clock at 5. Pass to Anthony. Tipped. Smith against Stevenson. Here's Granger. The 3-ball. Drains the triple.
Granger.
And it's a 6-point Pacer lead. All right, let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Indiana.
They've been pretty intimidating on the defensive end, knocking away shootings, containing shooters, and making it tough to find looks.
Boy, have they started out quick, running the floor, taking advantage of their speed.
George Hill.
Basket's good. In 2022, we saw a lot of teams playing a slightly slower game, Doris, compared to previous seasons.
Pacers.
I think, Brian, what's interesting about the NBA is it's a game that is in a constant state of evolution. You had the three-point revolution. You had a stretch of time where teams would not hit the offensive glass. That has now come back a little bit. Unequivocally, defense is improving drastically, and so you've got to find a way to score it.
Pass to West. Down low. Here's Hibbert. It's deflected. And he's able to get it back. The rebound by Chandler. The Knicks have gotten nothing to go out of 5 attempts so far this quarter. Going all the way to the rack. Shot's good by Granger. He's got 5.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Anthony. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Personal foul.
Oh, nice use of the up fake there. Melo got him to bite.
Carmelo
The Pacers
Anthony.
making a switch here. Second free throw, no good.
Boy, that's not the result I would have predicted. Usually you can take those to the bank when he's at the line.
Outside Augustine. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. New York has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Anthony, left side. The shot comes out, and Indiana will go the other way with it. There's a whistle. That goes on Carmelo Anthony.
Personal foul.
That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
Indiana on offense. They're on an 11-2 run. Outside Augustine. Pass to Granger. Over Anthony.
You can never discount the range and the wingspan that Melo brings. He can bother a lot of shots.
He's covered by Augustine. Here's Shumpert. And it's off from three-point range. Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. For 3, George. Smith with the rebound. New York trailing. Out to the right wing. Here's Anthony to the middle. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
You know, great scorers just have that knack. Get inside, it's either a bucket or a trip to the free throw line.
Taylor, he's checked in for Indiana. The Pacers have gone 5 of 10 in the second quarter. Outside Augustine. Pass to Green. Back to Augustine. It's rebounded by New York.
Showing great intensity around the rim is part of why he's a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
And here are the Pacers now. After the basket by New York. Here's Taylor. He's guarded by Anthony. And the foul on the shot. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
That free throw no good. The Knicks making a switch here.
2 shots.
He hits the second from the line. The Knicks have gotten only 2 of 8 field goals to go in the second. Into the lane. Three-pointer. Taylor with a rebound. Indiana leading. Pass to Augustine. Back to Green. The rebound by Chandler.
Coach loves the execution, just not the result. That's okay. That's part of the process.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First personal foul. Fourth team foul.
That one misses.
Jason Kidd at the line. 2
And
shots.
no luck at the stripe this time. Second one won't fall. Outside Augustine. Pass to Hibbert. Knocked away. And now the Knicks on the break. Here's Stoudemire. Basket counts.
A sharp steal and some quick offense cuts it down to a one-possession game. Well done.
Outside Augustine. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Jumper, that's good.
How about the timing? Can be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
Just 3 on the clock. He gets it in there. And the Pacers lead by 2.
Gorgeous. That pull-up jumper is simply gorgeous. Paul George rises above everyone.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. The Pacers out in front, leading by just 2. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, can't tell you how much it means to us to have you back with us on the halftime show on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. Means the world, doesn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so big. For the Pacers, the first quarter was pretty even, and they kept it close, trailing by, at the most, 4 points. In the second quarter, they put in the work to create a slight scoring advantage. Kenny, your thoughts about the Pacers and how they're playing?
The road can be unfriendly, and they've clearly risen to the challenge. They're shrugging off the stands from the fans. Defense, you saw it. That's no. They're playing their focus, and they're getting to work. They're playing with a lot of confidence.
And now, Shaq, let's get your opinion on New York.
You know, they haven't shot the ball very well. Not nearly enough quality looks. Right now, this game could easily come down to shot selection and how they run their offense. They need to keep the ball moving and generate better looks.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man Joel.
Joe, what up?
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Lance Stevenson really making a difference here.
Yeah, I love how effortlessly he scored. The game just comes so easy for him.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. And Indiana looking at who they've got. Three-pointer, Anthony. They get the rebound. Ooh, it's stolen away. Here's Hill, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for two.
What a pickup George Hill is. This guy's such a capable player on both ends. Smart, intelligent, lightning-quick reflexes by the point guard.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. And New York shooting just 37% so far in this one. Inside, here's Chandler, and he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, BA.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use two hands next time. He knows where he is. Here's Anthony. Chance there to take the lead, but a miss. And for Indiana, they're shooting just 33% so far in this game. Outside Stevenson. Here's Hibbert. That one drops for him. And the Pacers lead by 3.
Once he saw the smaller defender guarding him, he took it right to the rack.
Pass to Stoudemire. To the right side. Here's Kidd. Check by Hill. The shot by Kidd, no good. Here's Hibbert. Outside Stevenson. Outside Hill. That one's wide left. For New York, they've gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. Here's Anthony. And Anthony slams it in.
Oh, you can't give Carmelo Anthony a lane to attack like that.
Pacers lead 29.
From 12 feet. Stevenson, no good.
More often than not, he'll cash it in from that area. The defense might have done just enough to bother him.
And it's good. 2 points. 6 lead changes in a game that has a lot of character.
Yeah, both sides stepping up and making big plays.
Outstanding dribble drive. And that replay was brought to you by Mobile One.
And, you know, a close game, you got to find that edge. High-energy plays like that one can make a big difference.
And the shot's good.
Well, George Hill is an effective combo guard. He sees the floor and puts it on time and on target.
Here's Kidd. Smith outside. The 3. Pacers with a rebound. George has got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Granger. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul. Second team foul. Danny Granger at the line. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. Good on the second one. The Knicks have gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. Here's Kidd. Check by Hill. Anthony outside.
Amari Stoudemire.
And we have to take another look at that block.
What a powerful rejection. He's not wanting them to get an advantage in this competitive game.
The Pacers have gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Pass to West. Here's Granger. 6 points for him. Clock at 6. Puts it up from the high post. And it's off the back of the rim. No good.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Out to the right wing. Here's Stoudemire. Picked it. Here's the break. Here's George. And the jam by George.
That is Paul George, the incredible vertical and the unbelievable creativity.
And that's how you defend. He wasn't showing any mercy with that swat.
Oh, terrific defensive intensity right there. Getting stops like that is crucial for them right now.
Got a piece of it. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. That one on Anthony.
Push the action a little bit. Paul George right now challenging defenders to stop him.
All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Pacers?
These guys have incredible stamina based on how they've been running the floor, using speedy transition play to get fast break points.
Another thing I thought they did well was pressure. They forced a ton of turnovers, turned those opportunities into points.
That's good from George.
One of the things that's been said before, but it's so accurate, Paul George's ability to improve himself is really quite remarkable. This guy is always looking for ways to add to an already stellar game.
Green's checked in for Indiana. Augustine comes in for Hill. Good on both.
Making shots at the line. You need a good routine, and he certainly has one.
New York has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Here's Stoudemire to halt the run. Here's Anthony. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. The Pacers making a switch here. Taylor's checked in.
Defensive foul charged to Danny Granger. Second personal foul. First team foul. Carmelo Anthony at the line. One shot.
The free throw drops for Anthony.
You know, Carmelo Anthony, problematic for the defense. He spends so much time at the line, keeps you on a string.
Anthony against George. Here's Taylor. No good. A bit long that time.
Boy, defense nowhere to be found, and neither was his shot at that time.
Here's Anthony. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Personal foul. Second team foul. Carmelo Anthony at the line. Two shots.
The free throw drops for Anthony. And Anthony drops them both. Indiana leading. Outside, Green. And there's the lob. Oh, deflected. And stolen by Anthony.
2 minutes remaining.
And foul called on Paul George.
Pacers foul.
That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
Here's Kidd. He's covered by Augustine. Anthony misses. The Pacers have gotten just 3 of 8 shots to go in the third quarter. Pass to George. Outside, Green. Now here's Augustine. Indiana again missing. A minute and a half left in the third. Here's Kidd. He's covered by Augustine. Here's Shumpert. For 3, Smith. Taylor with a rebound. Outside Augustine. And he can't get that one. Ooh, solid defense from Anthony. Down low. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
If he gets a step that close to the hoop, you know Smith is going to finish with a dunk.
Back to Augustine. The 3, George gets the 3 to fall. George has got 7 points for the quarter. These teams just keep trading the lead.
Yeah, you wonder what it's going to take for someone to pull away.
Pass to Kidd. Here's Shumpert. Anthony, left side. 5 on the clock. Set it up with a fake, but it's offline. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Green, the pass to George. Out of bounds. It'll be New York's ball.
Knicks ball. Substitution on the court.
New York trailing. Time called here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
Yeah, I think Coach calls his timeout right now because he's not happy with the distribution of shots. Difficult shots, contested shots. You've got to get a better offensive rhythm.
Together for your Knicks City Dancers. Substitution on the court. And some big round of applause for your Knicks City Kids. Let's hear it for your Knicks City Knicks. That's right. It's T-shirt time. Fans, make some noise.
Pass to Novak. Here's the three. And out of bounds. The Pacers will take it.
Let's hear it for your Knicks City Dancer. Out of bounds. Indiana ball.
There's 6 seconds left in the third. Here's George. And misses it off the right side of the rim. We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. The Pacers out in front. They lead by a bucket. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your point guard. Survey the floor, serve it up on time and on target.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. Now here's Hill. Up and in on the layup.
George Hill.
And the Pacers lead by 4.
I'll tell you, George Hill doesn't get nervous just because he's outsized. I love his aggressiveness in the paint.
And no lack of aggression on that move. Good for the 2K drive. And for the Pacers.
Did you see that? Look at the elevation on that dunk, B.A.
Man, he just cocked it back and fired it down with one hand. West. It's good on the putback.
I love the relentless attitude he showed there. Got himself in great position under the glass.
Hey, had the presence of mind to know exactly where the rebound was going. Out left to the wing. Here's Shumpert. It's rebounded by West. The Pacers have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Here's Hill. Ooh, powered down with both hands.
Well, out in transition, George Hill knows the spots he needs to get to. Terrific job on the finish.
And the Knicks call time here.
Trying anything now to get them out of this slump.
Just feels like the basket is looking awfully small to them right now. They're having a hard time getting anything to fall.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Tom Thibodeau coaching his team during that last break. He was really urging them to stay after it, saying, quote, "We're right there, guys. Keep playing for one another, and let's take this game." Bringing the inspiration. Back to you.
And Allie, thank you for that. Here's Stevenson following the bucket by the Knicks. Hill with it, and Anthony picks him up defensively. Shot's good by Hill.
George Hill is the maestro in the pick and roll, a capable scorer and passer.
Here's Kidd. Pass to Anthony. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Fourth personal foul.
Free throw drops for Anthony.
Carmelo Anthony.
He's perfect from the line this time. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. Outside, Hill. Pass to Granger. To the paint. Hibbert, that's good.
Can't ask for a better look with the game in the balance.
They've done a great job of moving the ball tonight.
Yeah, B.A., keeping everybody involved keeps everyone engaged.
Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. The Pacers have gotten 5 of 6 shots to go in the fourth. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Pass to West. Stevenson with the ball. Shot clock at 3.
I have to admit, it's always a tough decision for the ref on a block charge call.
First team foul. Coming onto the floor for your New York Knicks, Tyson Chandler.
Here's West. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Granger. And the 3 off target. Here's Anthony. And Anthony slams it in.
Yeah, that's what you can do when you've got a great handle. Anthony is always able to put it on the deck and get to the rim.
Outside Stevenson. Pass to Granger. Back to Stevenson. He shoots. Offensive rebound. And he makes it.
David West.
And the Pacers lead by 6.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
Anthony, left side. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. Paul George, he's checked in for Indiana.
Defensive foul charged to Danny Granger. That's his third. Second team foul. Carmelo Anthony at the line. 1 shot.
The free throw drops for Anthony. Now a timeout called by Indiana. And I'm sure the players will be staying hydrated with some Gatorade during this timeout. It's so important that they maximize their ability to recharge during a short break like this.
You want one, so make some noise.
We present our New Balance Player of the Game.
And he really made his presence felt on the inside. Just so active and looking all game long for openings. And he found them by scoring a lot of baskets by slashing to the hoop.
Now here's Hill. Outside Stevenson. Tipped. Here's Stoudemire. George defending. Here's Anthony. And Anthony slams it in.
You can see that Melo knew how important it was to get the score there. He just imposed his will on everyone else.
The Pacers have gotten 6 of 10 attempts to drop in the fourth quarter. George passes to Stevenson. Here's Hibbert. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Tough one. In a game where every possession is valuable, turnovers can make the difference.
And the Pacers making a change here. New York trailing. And they're dialed in offensively.
Sure are. Staying in attack mode and at the same time playing under control.
Here's Stoudemire. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
5th personal foul. 3rd team foul.
That free throw misses.
Stoudemire at the line. 2 shots.
That one misses. Well, Indiana shooting 60% here in the fourth quarter. Terrific efficiency. Stevenson, no good there. So New York will take it the other way now. It's Anthony on the take to take the lead. Rebounded by West. Well, the Pacers shooting just 38% for this game so far. Stevenson against Smith. Here's West. Offensive rebound. Anthony on the double. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
Knicks ball. Now into the lineup.
1:41 left in the game. Here's Kidd. Check by Hill. 3, Smith. Connects from downtown.
You know J.R. Smith has a love of the spotlight. He just made a huge shot.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. They're trailing by 2. A minute 31 left to play in the fourth quarter.
City Knicks. Let's hear it, fans. Another big cheer for your Knicks City Knicks.
Right wing. Here's Hill. And once again off the mark by Indiana. Here's New York. They're on a 14-6 run. Pass to Shumpert. Anthony outside. To the inside. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
Yeah, this is not typically your go-to scorer down the stretch, but Tyson Chandler coming through with the game on the line.
Here's George. Pass to Hibbert. Here's West. He's guarded by Anthony. 6 to shoot. To the middle. Hibbert. They get it back. The layup misses.
He did everything in his power to make that a hard shot.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
Here's Shumpert, and they go to the intentional foul.
First personal foul. Fifth team foul.
And no good, as the first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second. And he can't make the second free throw either. Missed them both. And it's the Pacers with the ball. 4-point game. And it's in.
Stevenson.
And that one brings them within one.
Big-time shot, sending his teammates into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Anthony, right side. Time called here. Pacers decide to talk it over. They trail by one. 17 seconds left in the fourth.
And make some noise for your
A critical possession with time winding down.
Yep, this is their moment.
George outside. Yes!
Paul George is locked in right now. Big-time shots demonstrate his elite level in the NBA.
Now a timeout called by New York. They're losing by one. 5 ticks left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
Down one with just enough time for a couple passes and a shot. We'll see what they can do.
Anthony. Oh, no good! And so the big win by Indiana in a tight game. With the late victory, they upset plenty of these hometown fans.
They really should take this win to heart. When the pressure was on, they stepped up and worked twice as hard to overcome it.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Dorisburg, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching tonight's game. So long and good night, everyone.